Hi, this is Chris, the chap in the cap from Motolegends, here today to talk to you about a new jacket for the 2020 season, a new jacket from Swedish brand Halvarssons. It is called the Zagreb jacket. Now, we love Halvarssons. It's our favourite motorcycle brand. And we often talk about Halvarssons delivering 90% of rucker quality for 50% of rucker money. And it is indeed a great value proposition. They make high-end gear, but they price it as a mid-market brand. It's got to be said that Halvarssons is not the sexiest brand in the motorcycle world. We kind of consider them as almost the Volvo of motorcycle apparel. Everything is really well designed. It's solidly built, put together well with longevity in mind. That's the kind of brand Halvarssons is, and it's the kind of brand that you can trust. You know it's going to work, and you know it's going to do the things that it's meant to do. This new jacket, the Zagreb, kind of replaces, but in some ways upgrades a jacket that they used to call the Zoya, that's now been discontinued from the range. And in our view, it's kind of the perfect throw on, go anywhere, do anything kind of motorcycle jacket. So it's not the kind of jacket you're going to wear when you want to zip in and you're going on a long journey, but if you're doing local stuff, if you just want a jacket to get into work on a short commute, this jacket has everything you're ever going to need. So let's take a look at it in a little bit more detail. In style, it's a short blouson styled jacket. It's got a nicely lowered back. Graham's going to come in and do a more detailed shot of the back, and you will see how it's curved at the back, which means it's going to work perfectly on the bike. You also get on the back, you get some, you can't see them because they're black, but they're black reflective panels so that at night they shine up very, very light. You will be seen at night. In terms of the material, it's a nylon of some description, but in typical Halvarssons fashion, they back this material with a lining matter that they call high art. Now, high art does the job of Kevlar. It's not Kevlar, it's not even an aramid, but when it's put into a textile material, it increases the strength of that textile by 500%, so times 6. So in all the key vulnerable areas in this jacket, you will have high art for extra protection. The jacket is rated AA under the latest EN 17092 regulations. Just to remind you, that's the highest level that you can get with a textile jacket. So it doesn't get better than this. It's where you would expect a good quality textile jacket to be. In terms of armour, you get level 1 armour in the shoulders, I've got it right this time, and the elbows. Not D3O, it's their own armour, works perfectly well. This is their new soft armour, so it's pretty soft and comfortable. Has a pocket for a back protector, doesn't come with a back protector. We do not particularly like Halvarssons back protector. It's still a bit surfboard-like. So it just so happens that D3O's T8 protector fits perfectly into the pocket. So if you want to put a back protector in this jacket, we think this is a nicer protector. It's softer, much more comfortable, actually a little bit less expensive. Recently, Halvarssons have fitted armour with Velcro on. They've gone back particularly, or maybe just for this jacket, they've gone back to a pocket. So it just takes a standard D3O T8. In terms of waterproofing, it comes with Halvarssons famed, they've had it for ages, their Dryway Plus membrane works perfectly well. They reckon that in some respects it's better than Gore-Tex, but maybe they would. It's a drop liner membrane, so it's not laminated. Now what that means is in 4, 5, 6 hours rain, this jacket's going to soak the water in. But to tell the truth, this isn't the kind of jacket that you're going to go out in 4, 5, 6 hours of rain, so I don't think that's an issue. You will, for 2 or 3 hours, be perfectly dry in this jacket. It's also got a 360-degree zip, which almost all of Halvarssons jackets do. It means that you can zip this jacket into any Halvarssons trouser. You can see the zip here. But I think this is the jacket that you're often going to wear with a pair of jeans or a pair of chinos. So what Halvarssons has created, we sell loads of these. They're incredibly popular, work on rucker jackets as well. But you take this, it's called a waist zip, you leaf it in and out of your belt buckles with your belt, and it means that you can then attach this jacket to any trouser that has belt loops. Now, I suppose we're talking about, therefore, a slight mismatch in that you've got a waterproof jacket and you might have jeans or chinos on that are not waterproof. But I think it's that kind of jacket. If you really want to go out and you're going on a long journey and you want to be fully waterproof, I don't think this is the kind of jacket you're going to take. So in the scenario that I've outlined where you're wearing this with a pair of jeans or something like that, then you're just going to have to carry a pair of waterproofs with you. In hotter conditions, you've got vents here, 2 large vents, and I think these are nicely positioned. Vents right in the middle of the chest don't tend to work with bikes that have screens these days, so that's 2 nicely placed vents there. At the back, you've got a permanently open exhaust vent. An exhaust vent's important because if air comes into a vent and there's no way for it to escape, it just blows the jacket up. It doesn't actually create a cooling effect. So it's important when you have an incoming vent that you have an external exhaust as well. And I think, again, when Graham shows the reverse shot, we will see where those vents are. In terms of thermal protection, this jacket comes with a lovely soft shell inner jacket. It's a lightweight soft shell, one of the nicest I've come across. It's on the inside of this. I can't take it out right now. You've got stretch panels down the inside of the sleeve. It's a destination jacket, so in my view, you will not zip that in or clip it into the jacket most of the time. You will just wear it separately. On cold days, you'll put it on warm days, you just won't. But it is not perfect. And I have a criticism here of Halvarssons because I do not believe they are fully understanding their audience. The thing that this inner jacket has, that the old Zoya jacket had, is a hoodie. Now, I don't know why, given the nature of the brand, given the people who buy Halvarssons, why they would put a hoodie on this inner jacket. The kind of people who wear hoodies go and rob greengrocers. They're trying to hide from security cameras at football matches. I'm making a joke, but you know the point I'm making. This is a brand that is bought by people who are 40 plus, even 50 plus. It is not an accoutrement that you want on your jacket. And I don't think anyone would ever have come into the shop and said, I love that jacket. You know, I would have preferred it if you put a hood on it. By contrast, we're going to have a lot of people who come in and say, I love that jacket, but I just don't believe I can leave that with a hoodie. It's a real shame, and I'm hoping that in future productions, Halvarssons listen to us and remove hoodies. They are not a hoodie kind of company. If they think that putting a hoodie on a jacket makes them trendy, they've got it wrong. They're not a trendy company. They make fantastic gear. They should not be doing hoodies. But I'm hoping that most people will be able to get over that, because this really is a fabulous jacket. It's the perfect go everywhere, do anything kind of jacket. You'd have it lying around, you'd put it on, you jump on the bike. It's not a formal jacket, it's not a long distance jacket, but it's supremely comfortable, it's protective, it's waterproof, it's going to keep you cool with events. It's a fantastic jacket. The price is also amazing. This is priced at £250, and at that kind of price, I think it's pretty much an unbeatable proposition. It comes in 2 colorways, black, but it also comes in the green, which we think is a really nice colorway. Unfortunately, when we're shooting this video in mid-Feb, the green version wasn't available. This is the ladies version, so obviously the jacket comes as a ladies version as well, comes in black and green for ladies, but the men's will come in the black and in the green. I've said we're recording this in mid-Feb. We're expecting the jacket to arrive at some point during March, certainly before the end of March. So if you're looking for a new lightweightish summer style motorcycle jacket that's still going to give you protection from the elements, waterproof, warm and so on, this really is a jacket that you need to look at. So that was the Zagreb jacket from Halvarssons. If you'd like to look at other Halvarssons items, visit the website motolegends.com. If you'd like to know more about the Zagreb jacket itself, then if you click on one of the links on this page, sometimes they're up top, sometimes they're down below, that will take you directly to the relevant page on our website. You can check the spec in a little bit more detail, you can check availability, and if you're particularly taken with the jacket, you can buy one there and then. When you do buy from us, by the way, we try to make the process as simple, painless and straightforward as we possibly can. So there's no dispatch charge on anything we sell. If once having received something you've changed your mind, you want to return it, that's free as well. And we give you a full 12 months in which to make up your mind. The other thing we do that's pretty unique, we have an unbeatable price promise. Now, John Lewis is rightfully famed for their never knowingly undersold price promise. We go one better. If any of our competitors sells anything that we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that price by a full 10%. You can't really beat that. We will always be the cheapest. In future, if you would like to receive bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the website, at the top of every page, there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on that. Seconds later, you'll be in business. You'll get all of our email bulletins. If by contrast, you prefer to get your information videographically, in other words, in this form, then we would be delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking on the button below. I wanted to finish with a couple of words about our fabulous little shop in Guildford. We are sited on the edge of Guildford, about a mile from the town centre, from the railway station. The shop itself is pretty small. The footprint is certainly not huge, but it's attached to our warehouse where we have £2 million worth of merchandise over 3 floors. So technically this is the second largest shop in the country. But we are more than just the quantity of merchandise we have here in the building. We're all about service and personal fitting, and our big thing is people coming in, we talk to them about what their requirements are, and then we make sure that we have the gear that meets their requirements. Our service is second to none. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest Trustpilot ranking in the country. If you come and see us, we will greet you at the door. You'll come in, we will serve you with a cup of the finest Italian illy coffee or a pot of Yorkshire tea, and if you're really lucky, you may still get one of Sean's mum's famous shortbread motorcycle shaped biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris at Motolegends. I hope to talk again soon.